Please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and invocation by Chaplain Lepkin. Ladies and gentlemen, the invocation will be given by Chaplain Lepkin.
Let's pray. Almighty God, we come to you today with grateful, thankful hearts for the great history of leadership in the 142nd Military Police Brigade. And it is with deep gratitude that we witness the passing of the colors from one great leader to another. We thank you for Colonel Wheeler and his family and their dedicated sacrifice and service in leadership and how they directed and gave to this brigade over these few years. We ask in their next chapter that you continue to bless them with peace, strength, and joy in their family. We also lift up Colonel Priest and his family, Leslie and Campbell, and pray for them as they take on this new responsibility. We're thankful for their sacrifice and service. We're thankful for the strength and grace you have given them and the example of perseverance and resilience that they embody. We ask that you would grant them peace, courage, and integrity to lead with great purpose and courage. Lord, for the soldiers and families of the 142nd, we ask for unity of purpose and camaraderie as we serve with pride for the good of the unit, state, and country. And it's in Christ's name I pray. Blessed are the peacemakers. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to the Change of Command ceremony for the 142nd Military Police Brigade. I'm Captain Jordan Mims and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies. Today, Colonel Todd Wheeler will relinquish command of the 142nd Military Police Brigade to Colonel Brad Priest. It is our pleasure to extend a special welcome to both Colonel Wheeler and Colonel Priest's family and friends. In attendance today, we have Colonel Wheeler's wife, Miss Kimberly Wheeler, and sons Colton Wheeler and Rhett Wheeler. And for Colonel Priest's family, his wife, Miss Leslie Priest, and daughter, Campbell Priest. At this time, Staff Sergeant Stample is presenting a bouquet of red roses to Miss Wheeler, symbolizing the eternal gratitude and honor for her unwavering support and dedication to soldiers of the 142nd Military Police Brigade. At this time, Staff Sergeant Stample is presenting a bouquet of yellow roses to Miss Priest to symbolize the warm welcome from the soldiers of the 142nd Military Police Brigade. It is also my distinct honor to welcome and recognize Major General David Pritchett, Brigadier General John Taylor, Colonel Robert Griggs, Chief James Jolly, and Command Sergeant Major Meacham Bailey. Brigadier General Michael Izzo will now oversee the transfer of the brigade colors from Colonel Wheeler to Colonel Priest. Ladies and gentlemen, the transfer of the command colors this morning is significant in many ways. The history, traditions, and accomplishments of the 142nd Military Police Brigade are embodied in these colors. With the transfer, the brigade's legacy is passed as a building block for future performance and achievements. Historically, the unit's colors served as the point around which the unit rallied in battle. Historically, the colors are traditionally at the forefront of the formation and signify the continuity of the organization, even though individual members come and go. The change of command ceremony is a military tradition that is rich with symbolism and heritage dating back to medieval times. Soldiers often carried staffs and standards into battle that identified them as a unit. Throughout military history, unit colors have marked the position of the commander on the battlefield and served as a rallying point. While attacking or rallying on the battlefield, soldiers would follow the standard or guidelines of their leader, most often found on the forward edge of the battle. In more recent times, the colors represent not only the heritage and history of the unit, but also the unity and loyalty of its soldiers. The colors are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibilities to the organization. Wherever the commander is, there also are the colors. The passing of the unit colors represents the transfer of authority and responsibility for the unit from one commander to another. The command sergeant major is the keeper of the colors. As the senior enlisted soldier in the unit, he is the spokesman for both the loyalty and concerns of the soldiers and the principal advisor to the commander. The passing of the colors from Command Sergeant Major Allred to Colonel Wheeler signifies his last act of allegiance to Colonel Wheeler, the outgoing commander. The passing of the colors from Colonel Wheeler to Brigadier General Izzo signifies the unit is never without officer leadership. The passing of the colors from Brigadier General Izzo to Colonel Priest signifies the passing of his trust and the responsibility for the unit and its soldiers. Attention to orders. By authority, AR 600-20, the undersigned assumes command of the 142nd Military Police Brigade, effective 8th of March, 2026, signed, Colonel Brad Priest, commanding. Please be seated. The passing of the colors from the incoming commander to the command sergeant major signifies the confidence that the commander places in the non-commissioned officer corps and is the command sergeant major's first act of allegiance to his new commander. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear remarks from the reviewing officer, Brigadier General Izzo.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a great day to be in the Alabama National Guard. Hey, today, I didn't have to write any notes about these two soldiers right here because I worked with them throughout their careers. And that's an awesome thing when you, like, we're a Guard family, so we all know a lot about each other. Some of us work close with others throughout our careers, but I was fortunate to work with these two great leaders throughout their careers. And you know me, I don't like to talk a lot, so I'll be brief, I'll be brilliant, I'll be gone. But the tag said keep it under at least 20 minutes. So, all kidding aside, senior leaders, thank you for being here this morning. I know it means a lot to this brigade. They've been heavily tasked throughout the last few years, and since we stood up this brigade, the only MP brigade east of the Mississippi, I'll say. But thank you, General Pritchard, for being here. I want to personally thank you for making, task force commanders. You gave me 5 NACOMs, and one of these that was dear to my heart, that you know especially me, and you put me over that brigade, and thank you for doing that. General Taylor, thank you for being here. Chief of Staff Briggs, Senior Leader, enlisted Meacham Bailey, and I know your counterpart, Elmore, he traveled with me, but he thought a lot of MPs when he went and visited them in Bulgaria and Poland, being the great job they did under your command, but he couldn't be here today. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize before I start my speech, we had Command Sergeant Major Black retirement the other day with an outstanding leader and soldier. You knew I couldn't be there yesterday, but you're a great man, and you're gonna be missed by the Guard dearly. So congratulations on your retirement, change of command. With I know Command Sergeant Major Allred's got some big shoes to fill, but he told me he could handle the business. They all about the same shoe size, so I think that was a great selection, Sergeant Major Bailey. And also Master Sergeant Malik, one of MPs, is going out. So she's done an outstanding career and job, and she's here today. And I want to just, before I start out, saying that we have some great soldiers that we're losing and replacing. So I'll start off with our outgoing Wheeler. Outstanding job. You came behind me. I was proud to have you come behind me with AMA grads, class 41, correct? It shall be done. We got the 200th back here. Another one near and dear to my heart. I got to lead that regiment, but I remember you were like me. You wanted either one of these, and I got both, by the way. But you know, but you did great. So coming in behind me, I wanted to say, Todd Wheeler had to come in. I don't need that mic. When Wheeler came in, he had to do a transition. We were a brand new brigade, so we had this great staff stood up and said, hey sir, this is going to be exciting. And then they transferred everybody out. And he had a bill. They all go to Cuba, and he tells me, hey, I'm excited, I'm going to go to Guantanamo Bay. Hey sir, by the way, they're not going to take me and Sergeant already, they got a command team there. So he had a lead from abroad, trying to make sure they had what they need. So he goes, well hey, at least, you know, they're under the Chem Brigade, but I'm going to get to work with the companies. Then the companies get deployed down to the border, overseas, to Poland, to Bulgaria, to Romania, to DC. Poor Nehemiah Moore's son's a great kicker, and he had to watch his son playing football on his phone. By the way, Auburn did offer him something. He's an Alabama fan, just want to say that. But dealing with all these push-outs and stuff, and he's like, sir, I got like 1,000, 1,500 MPs. I mean, I got like 200 left in the state. So I commend you on the work you did working through all that, Todd. I know it was a lot. Brad, he went over there in Guantanamo Bay. His mission was your deputy, and you told me you couldn't have a better backfill. Those don't know, Brad fought through cancer, tough cancer. And he wanted his position hard, but he's self-in-service. He said, look, I'm not going to step up and take it till I know I'm physically and mentally ready. Those two worked together hand in hand. I went with Todd a few times to go see Brad in Birmingham and asked him if it was okay to speak about it. But what his family went through is the testimony of his dedication to the Guard and both these soldiers. Back to the families. Thank you for allowing these two soldiers to lead our soldiers. It takes great leaders to be successful. And without our families, we can't be. I had knee surgery 2 days ago. I probably would be standing up if my wife didn't drive me up here and back. She knew how important this was for me to be here, and she's part of the MP family, and I thank her for doing that for me, because our family is an important part of what we do every day, and we can't forget that. Two great leaders. I told you I keep short, but something I remembered when I went to the general officer school. I went to charm school, and General Pritchard said it didn't work out too well for me, but I'm working on it. But, one of the things they taught us at charm school was they said there's 4 F's, and there's a 4-star general stood up. He said, let me tell you, general in this room, if a bomb hit this building tomorrow, there's 140 colonels ready to replace you. He said, so you have 4 F's. He said, your faith, your family, your friends, and then your force. And I will say these two gentlemen, they're righteous men. They put their God first. They take good care of their families. They're great friends, because they're personal friends of mine. But they do take care of this force, and they take care of soldiers. And I am so proud to be part of this organization. It came full cycle. When I first came in as the MACOM commander, over the task force commander, I rotated through each MACOM to change the command. And it's fortunate, it's probably my last change of command that I got to do is going to be these two gentlemen right here. So God has truly blessed me to come full circle throughout those MACOMs. I started here, started from the bottom, now I'm here, right? So came all the way around, got to change out these two great gentlemen. But in closing in this audience, I would go to war with any one of you, anyone today, because I think we got the absolute best National Guard in this country. There's no doubt about it. They said that less 1% served their country. And looking out here, we all know the NCOs are the backbone of the Army. You know, Leeson Bailey don't have to tell us, because he knows it, he don't have to say it. And I can tell you this, there's every soldier in this room is just important as every general officer or senior leader in this room, because we can't do what we do every day without each and every one of you. And that's why I know both of these gentlemen has always put their soldiers first. This man here is giving out numerous awards, and so is Todd. You're not saying Candy, man. We got to calm you down sometime back in the day. But when I joke around and say that, they always awarded their soldiers well. And the great sergeant majors they had, I remiss if I didn't mention Command Sergeant Major Mike Smith, who stood up this brigade with me. and this man, Ulrich, stood in right behind him. And we've had outstanding senior leaders. Right now, our Sergeant Major Corps is rotating in and out and doing a lot of great things, and I commend the senior leaders for that. You two gentlemen, thank you so much for everything you've done for our soldiers in this brigade. I know it overspoke, but I appreciate all of your time. God bless America, and we're willing to win every war. That's all I got to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing commander, Colonel Todd Wheeler.
Let me get this right. Major General Pritchett, Brigadier General Taylor, Brigadier General Izzo, Brigadier General Retired Mike Davenport, Chief of Staff Colonel Griggs, Command Sergeant Major Bailey, the distinguished guests, fellow leaders, soldiers, and families. Standing here today, I'm filled with two powerful emotions: immense gratitude and profound pride. Gratitude for the privilege of leading this exceptional organization, and pride in everything our soldiers have accomplished. It's truly been the honor of a lifetime. None of us could take credit for what they've done, and I look at everywhere they've been. We got soldiers in uniform that want to serve. It's not always been that way. We've developed soldiers that want to serve. I think we ran the numbers at one point, and I was trying to wave off DOMs, and I'm like, I got 92 soldiers right now that are available. And you looked at it on paper, had folks in Poland, Bulgaria, Gitmo, and the southern border. And everywhere I went, we would get kudos and accolades from those higher commands about what exceptional soldiers we fielded. Everywhere we went, they wanted them to stay just a little bit longer. And we can't always do that. We can't always do that because we got to get them ready for the next fight. So they would have, when we get the 214th back, they would have deployed, redeployed back home, and then by 2031, deployed again as a brigade. That's pretty impressive, and it's a testament to the soldiers I had back there in formation. So, first, I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to Major General Pritchett for giving me this incredible opportunity to lead this exceptional organization. Your trust in me has been a constant source of motivation, and you do that with all your brigade and MACOM commanders, from just the simple fact that when you have a packet before your desk, and if it's something that's going to impact my brigade, you call us over there. You talk through it with us, and 100% of the time you sign off on it. I'm deeply appreciative, sir. To Brigadier General Izzo, our task force commander, thank you for the invaluable guidance, mentorship, and the freedom you gave me to lead this MACOM effectively. Certainly appreciate it. Once again, to the heart and soul of our formations, the soldiers, your unwavering discipline, knowledge, skill, and professionalism have been the bedrock of every success we've achieved. And once again, deeply appreciative. I'm also incredibly grateful for the command team and my staff and subordinate leaders. Your wise counsel, initiative, and unwavering dedication have been essential to our successes. Thank you to each and every one of you. A special thanks to my commanders out there, Lieutenant Colonel Bean and Lieutenant Colonel Moore. Your professionalism and flawless execution of your commands have been exceptional. You are outstanding leaders in our battalion formations, and I have no doubt that you'll continue to rise to senior leaders, and you'll be standing up here one day. Thank you. To Colonel Priest, you're inheriting a brigade that is ready, capable, and deeply committed. You know that. I have the utmost confidence that you will lead with vision, integrity, and a strong sense of purpose. I ask that you give him your full support, that you challenge him, and help him grow as a leader, just as you've done for me. To my family, I'd like to take a moment to thank my family for their unwavering love and support. To my wife, Kim, From the moment we said our vows in 1995, you've served alongside me, and your sacrifices have been just as great, if not greater than mine. And everybody with spouses in uniform knows that as a fact. It's a truth. I also want to thank my 3 children, Caitlin, Colton, and Rhett, or Wet, if that's what you like to be called. I am so proud of each of you. Caitlin's an exceptional nurse down in the Savannah area. She really wanted to be here, but that shift work's a booger bear, so she couldn't be here today. I know she's here in heart, though. Colton, my son in uniform, who serves in the Guard with artillery and is an SMP cadet at Auburn University, you're my inspiration. I'm incredibly proud of your service. I hear comments, and sometimes it gets me a little sideways. I hear comments from all us older guys about this generation of soldier. And if you've ever raised this generation of soldier, you know that they're smarter, more agile, more adaptive than we could ever thought to be. The systems and what they got to manipulate and manage in order to be war fighters is extreme. And I couldn't be more proud of you, Colton, with what you're doing there. And Rhett, my youngest, you're a joy to come home to every day, and you most definitely keep me young. Thank you for your sacrifices in supporting me. Finally, I can never repay the debt I owe to the NCOs, soldiers, warrant officers, and officers of the 142nd Military Police Brigade. It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve with you. Godspeed and God bless.
Attention to orders. For exceptional meritorious service as the commander of the 142nd Military Police Brigade, Alabama Army National Guard, from the 12th of March 2023 to the 14th of March 2026. Colonel Wheeler's ability to synchronize, command, and control training, personnel, and sustainment across diverse operational environments ensured mission success while maintaining exceptional readiness across the brigade with a continuously rotating deployed force. His superior leadership, sound judgment, and unwavering dedication to duty reflect great credit upon himself, the 142nd Military Police Brigade, the Alabama Army National Guard, and the United States Army. Ms. Wheeler, please join Colonel Wheeler on the stage. Attention to orders. For outstanding devotion, dedication, hard work, selfless service, and support as a military spouse, you are commended. Your support and efforts positively impacted and enhanced the career of Colonel Todd Wheeler, which in turn enabled him to perform at his peak, whether at home or on military duty. Your outstanding support of this service reflects great credit upon yourself, all of the families of the 142nd Military Police Brigade, the Alabama Army National Guard, and the United States Army. Please be seated. And now, the 142nd Military Police Brigade will present Colonel Wheeler with a gift from the officers, non-commissioned officers, and enlisted of the 142nd Military Police Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, the 142nd Military Police Brigade Commander, Colonel Brad Priest.
Thank you, Greg.
Good morning. It's going to be a hard act to follow these two gentlemen with their speeches and with their accolades that they gave, and I'm going to try. Major General Priest, Brigadier General Taylor, Brigadier General Izzo, Brigadier General Retired Davenport, Command Sergeant Major Beecham, distinguished guests, and family, and the soldiers of the 142nd MP Brigade. Thank you. Thank you for being here this morning to say goodbye to Colonel Wheeler. Not really goodbye, just see you later, because we'll see him again, I guarantee it. General Pritchett, thank you very much for the opportunity. I know that when I was down at Gitmo and I got notified that I got promoted to colonel, I was elated. And then I found out I was getting the brigade, and you can imagine how happy I was and how ecstatic I was. And then I found out I was going to follow Colonel Wheeler. And I called and talked to him, and I was very appreciative for the chance and for the opportunity that you have given me, that General Izzo has given me, and this National Guard has given me. The Alabama National Guard has been my family for 20 plus years, and it will continue to be that way to the end. As I say that, I have a special thank you to my family, my wife Leslie, my daughter Campbell, my brother from another mother, Robert Larkin, and my other brother from another mother, Robert Bethune. They are truly my family, and they have truly helped me through some trying times, especially lately, but they have definitely helped me through some trying times. Thank you, soldiers, officers of the 142nd MP Brigade. Some of you were told to be here, some of you are here on your own. Officers and NCOs from the 200th and other organizations that we have in here, because I've said it a number of times, whether I'm in command or whether I'm just part of a staff, that the Alabama National Guard is a family, and we treat each other as family, and we take care of each other as a family. I've had the honor and the privilege to work with Todd Wheeler several times throughout my career, and been very thankful for the lessons that I learned. I have followed Brigadier General Izzo, a lot of his commands, and I've had the privilege of working with him. And I take a lesson from everybody I work with and everybody I know, and it improves me as I try to improve my foxhole as I leave it. I'm a little distraught that I'm not going to be able to work with Lieutenant Colonel Beam and Lieutenant Colonel Moore as battalion commanders, because I know eventually they're going to move on. I'll get a little bit of time with them. They have been phenomenal with the 203rd and 231st and the things that they have gone through in the last couple of years with the deployments and the things that they have done, and they've done an exceptional job. I know that you will leave your commands better situated for the next commanders that come in. I guarantee that they'll have big shoes to fill. As I do with Colonel Wheeler. I think he wears a size 16 shoe. That's the way I feel coming into this, because he's correct. We have units deployed now that will come back, reset, redeploy, and we'll be gone again in a couple of years. The MPs are one of the top 3 units in the Alabama National Guard to deploy continuously. We stay gone, and that's a testament to what these MPs bring to the fight, and it's a testament to what the MPs bring to the state of Alabama. So, sir, again, thank you for the opportunity and the feeling that we can accomplish the mission as always, because we will. We'll stand up. The 142nd AP Brigade will always stand up, and we'll go to war and do what's right. I did have the privilege of being down in Guantanamo Bay as a deputy commander for Joint Task Force Gitmo. When we left, not me, but when we left as a unit or started to get out the door, they did not want us to go. And that's a testament to the soldiers that went down there to Gitmo and the job that they did and the job that they did to improve JTF Gitmo, because it was kind of in a wreck when we got down there. They improved it. And I guarantee you they're getting calls now wanting them to come back down to civilians or come back down on another deployment to help ensure that JTF Gitmo continues. We never know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. We see on the TV, we see on the news now what's going on in the world. We never know what's going to happen. And I promise you, sir, 142nd MP Brigade will be ready. They will stand up and they will do what's right. It is truly an honor and a privilege to take command of this brigade from Colonel Wheeler, because I know it's a great brigade and it will continue to be a great brigade long after I'm gone. So thank you very much. I'm going to cut this short because I know that this should be about Colonel Wheeler today and his family because of what he's done and what he's accomplished as a brigade commander. And I only hope and I know we'll improve on what you've done. Thank you very much. And again, sir, thank you for the opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Army Song and the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of the ceremony. Please join us for refreshments in the back. Thank you.